Hi, welcome to Easy English. In today's tutorial, we're going to learn how to use semicolons in a list. Semicolons are unusual punctuation marks. So we're going to start with the question, when should I use a semicolon? Semicolons have two uses in English: to separate items in complicated lists, and to separate related clauses in a sentence. In this short tutorial, we'll focus on using semicolons in a complicated list. In most lists, we separate items using commas. We're going to take an example list of things we could have had for lunch today: a chicken sandwich, an apple, orange juice, and a chocolate bar. When we punctuate that sentence using commas, it sounds like this. For lunch today, I had a chicken sandwich, comma, an apple, comma, orange juice, and a chocolate bar. Notice that in UK English there is no comma before the and. In US English there is. Sometimes, when we want to explain things in more detail, we will give a list of statements. For lunch today I had a chicken sandwich made fresh this morning, an apple from the grocery store, orange juice from the deli, and a delicious chocolate bar. You often find that each of those statements may need a comma because it's made up of separate clauses. We have them here. For lunch today I had a chicken sandwich, comma, made fresh this morning, an apple, comma, from the grocery store, orange juice, comma, from the deli, and a delicious chocolate bar. 3 of those 4 statements require a comma. If we use commas to separate the clauses and also use commas to separate the items in the list, the sentence begins to lose clarity. For lunch today I had a chicken sandwich, comma, made fresh this morning, comma, an apple, comma, from the grocery store, comma, orange juice, comma, from the deli, comma, and a delicious chocolate bar. It doesn't sound right. There are too many commas. To improve the punctuation in the sentence, we remove the commas from the end of each item and replace them with a semicolon. For lunch today I had a chicken sandwich, comma, made fresh this morning, semicolon, an apple, comma, from the grocery store, semicolon, orange juice, comma, from the deli, semicolon, and a delicious chocolate bar. To help us understand the point, let's look at another example. In this sentence, we're going to use a list of people attending a party. Chloe, my neighbour; Steve, my manager from work; Rob, a long-time friend from way back; my sister, Jo. As this list requires commas to separate the clauses, we know that we will need to use semicolons to separate the items. This is how we would correctly punctuate that sentence. Attending the party is Chloe, comma, my neighbour, semicolon; Steve, comma, my manager from work, semicolon; Rob, comma, a long-time friend from way back, semicolon; and my sister, Jo. Notice that although UK English does not normally put a comma before an and in a list, it does use a semicolon in a complicated list. So, what's the rule we need to apply when using semicolons in a complicated list? It's this: if the items in a list need commas, use semicolons to separate the items. Well, that's it for today's tutorial. We hope you found it helpful. If there are other English problems you want solutions to, please tell us about them in the comments below. Don't forget to share this with people who might find our tutorials helpful, and subscribe for future tutorials.